How are you guys? Hey, Ray. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Angie. What are you talking about?
The name. We see the bar, where their name are, the color.
Oh, okay. Calm down.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I are saying stuff. There we go. I don't know why I like black clothes and everything like that, but for some odd reason with that, I like to see that.
All right.
Hi.
So, hi, guys. How are you? So tonight, I get to talk about one of my favorite subjects.
The Green Book of Douche.
Well, no.
What? Oh.
Deadly plants.
Well, deadly plants in the Green Book of Douche.
Well, I don't know if we're going to make it to the Green Book of Douche. I hope so. Hand me that, please.
What? Oh.
I don't know why the church key ends up there all the time.
Because it doesn't get lost.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
I'm not Natalie tonight.
No, Natalie's in our chat tonight. And we're on screen tonight.
Hello.
Yes, we have to talk about the Green Book of Douche.
We're going to talk about the Green Book of Douche. We're going to. But I'd like to start with some deadly plants. Some of my favorite deadly plants. So before we start this, I should probably do this. 2 things. Disclaimer, this presentation is for educational purposes only. How you use this information is your responsibility. I will not be held accountable for any illegal activities.
Yep.
Also,
warning,
the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Yeah.
So, fuck off, little ones. Just joking. I'm totally joking. Yeah, that's going to be one of them.
The substance makes your lips turn blue.
Blue lips. Thank you. Put X's on your eyes. Come on. So, I'm going to start off with one of my all-time favorites, Atropa belladonna. So in case you guys do not know what this looks like, here you go.
And if this is in the workplace, it's the Gropa belladonna because it's not permitted at all. I just watched sexual harassment videos at my work the other day. That's like dad. That's a dad joke right there.
That's
hilarious.
Thank you.
I have a song request. We don't.
We don't really do songs, but thanks. Hey, Sykes.
Hey, Sykes.
Right. So here you go. Atropa belladonna, one of my favorite plants ever. Same color as my hair. My hair is nightshade. My hair's actually purple. It's just this light makes it blue. But this one is called Deadly Nightshade, and this one's called Orchid. I know. You know what? So funny story. When I was going to school for plant science, for horticulture, the area right next to ours was actually the Child Development Center, and some asshat had actually planted a bunch of those right at the right against the fence, which is the walkway between us and the Child Development Center. Oh my God, scratch her back.
Where?
My back itches. Oh, thank you. Okay. And so a few of us grabbed it and took it home and propagated it ourselves. I have tried one of the berries. They're not very tasty. It didn't do shit. So
Why would you do that?
because I know the amount that you could take before it.
No.
Yeah, I know the amount.
Don't ever take any of that stuff.
I know the amount. Okay, we're gonna get into the Green Book of Douche, and I will explain some of it. But tonight, Atropa belladonna, so deadly nightshade from the genus Atropa, family Solanaceae. Other plants that are in the same family are actually like tomatoes, potatoes, datura, which we're actually going to get into, tobacco, sweet chili peppers, hot chili peppers, bell peppers, sweet potatoes, and there's so many more. This is a beautiful herbaceous perennial plant with gorgeous purple flowers, wide leaves, glossy black berries that are so inviting. Nearly all parts of this beautiful plant has a high toxicity level, though. Other names for Atropa belladonna would be banewort, black cherry, deadly nightshade, death's herb, devil's cherries, dwayberries, fair lady, great moral, and my personal favorite, naughty man's cherry. Naughty man's. Oh God, can you scratch there again? I'm moving so you don't move.
Okay.
There you go. Like, don't. Okay, so the name Atropa belladonna stems from the Greek goddess of war, Bellona. And the name Atropa is derived from the name of the Greek goddess Atropos, one of the 3 Greek fates or destinies who would determine the course of a man's life by weaving threads that symbolized his birth and the events of his life and finally his death. Devil's cherries.
Devil's cherries.
I literally only eat like 2 berries, by the way. I don't recommend doing it, guys.
Don't ever.
Don't do it.
Don't
I just happen to have knowledge on this stuff. So, spell work information on it if you guys want some spell work info. The gender is feminine. The planet is Saturn. Element would be water. Associated deities, Hecate, Bellona, Circe.
It's like, have those names sound like black metal bands. Well, Hecate. So.
Hecate, yeah. So, ritual uses. The priests of Bellona would drink an infusion of belladonna prior to invoking and worshiping her. Bellona is a Roman goddess of war, by the way. Magical uses. Belladonna is rarely used in herbal magic due to its high toxicity. All parts of the plant are extremely poisonous, and there are still reports of deaths as a result of ingesting any part of the plant because of stupid people like me. In the past, it was it was used to assist in astral projection and to produce visions. Hey,
here.
guys. So, I can't. We're going to get into the Green Book of Douche already. If I can untie it. It's falling apart. Come look at the devil cherries!
Tom's already saw the devil cherries.
So,
hey, Carl.
you guys, the one, the only, the Green Book of Douche. And let me bring that back up because I need the page reference on 42. What are you laughing at?
Hey. What are we reading? The Green Book of Douche.
All right, so let's see. La 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 la.
Yeah.
So in Latin, Latin ladies use the berries as a cosmetic to dilate their eyes because when you are aroused, your eyes are dilated. And it would give them a luminous look. Belladonna is collected when it's 2 to 4 years old. The leaves are mixed with opium and smoked to alleviate the pain of severe wasting disease.
So would that be alleviating the pain of like tuberculosis and stuff like that?
No, wasting, like consumption.
Consumption is tuberculosis.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah.
Yeah.
Do not listen to. Please put that one up.
Kiddos, do not listen to the Green Book of Douche. It's the devil's cherries.
So, its properties are sedative, narcotic, anodynic, And like all medicine, they act through the nervous system. In small doses, they stimulate, and in large ones, they paralyze, and even larger, they kill.
Yep. Basically, don't
for herbal
don't do
uses,
this.
1 teaspoon of the dry leaf is steeped in a pint of boiling water and drink cold.
Ooh, Jillian.
Hey, what's up?
That thing you made, can I put it up real fast?
Why didn't you just text her?
I forgot.
You did not forget, you like.
No, I really did. I went to go get beers.
So, yeah, this says do it 3 times a day. Don't drink this. Don't eat this. This is not a good advice book. It's just knowledge, okay? So, there's a part in here that I wanted to read. Okay, so belladonna poisoning manifests itself within 15 minutes of ingestion by dry mouth, burning throat, dilated pupils, intense thirst, double vision, and giddiness, and burning in the stomach, nausea, hallucinations, rambling talk. Oh God, I ate it. And feeble, rapid pulse. A doctor should be consulted immediately. If this is not possible, give yourself something that's going to make you throw up.
Yeah. Also,
give yourself an emetic. Do not use this, by the way, guys. I'm just reading informational stuff. Or use a stomach pump.
rambling
Or
fucking Tom.
or give a cleansing enema. Empty the bladder. Give tannic acid by mouth, and then morphine, stimulants, brandy, caffeine, artificial respiration. Cold to the head, warm to the feet. 2 friends ate belladonna berries and described feelings of total relaxation, floating about, of well-being and lightness. 1 friend hallucinated, stayed high for 2 hours, and the other one had to be hospitalized. So there you go.
Sykes. I can see the black North Bank come out to the name Devil Cherries. Yeah, this is your album's covers. Looks like the Lords of Acid and Voodoo.
Voodoo album.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like firearm instructions, books, people. Just because you know how to doesn't mean you shouldn't shoot people. Maybe that's how some women back in the day became Black Widows faster. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, that's what it was. More of the Green Book of Douche. Again, do not listen to the Green Book of Douche, guys. So, sleeping potion.
Oh, no. We should actually find why we call this the Green Book of Douche.
I'll get into that. I already know why it's the Green Book of Douche. So, boil some cloves and coriander seeds, 4 to 8 of each, with a 1-inch piece of cinnamon in 1 cup of water. Add 1 teaspoon of belladonna for extra sleeping power. Mix this liquid with 1 shot of rum, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 beaten egg yolks, and the juice of a lemon. Shake it all together, strain, and drink just before you go to bed.
You know, I want to say something real fast. I've seen belladonna with 2 beaten egg yolks. Well, that's a different movie.
Yeah, let's not. Anywho.
The reason for poison rings. Poison. We'll come back to the MK Ultra episode. Everything you were saying was all officially.
Yeah, it's literally up on our website, and I looked at it, and all I could see is him over here.
She was like reading it intently, and I'm behind her going.
So, there you go. There is a trope of belladonna.
Wow, look how many people we have in here.
My favorite. Nice.
Huh.
So, this is another one of my favorites. This is a California native. It's called Datura wrightii, or Sacred Datura. It's within the gypsum weed family. And yeah, this is another one of my favorites. Datura wrightii, also known as Sacred Datura. I find it beautiful. I love the fact that it's deadly. It's a California native, which makes it a little bit more endearing to my heart personally. It's within the same family as a trope of belladonna, actually, because Datura is in the same family as Solanaceae. Or Solanaceae. So it's actually a deadly, or it's an ornamental perennial California native. It's very poisonous. It's actually been used as a hallucinogenic, and it's in the same family as another popular hallucinogenic plant that is called, well, we'll get into it later. It's Hell's Bells. What?
Real fast.
Nice. Okay. No, don't say it.
No, I'm not saying it.
So anyway.
Awesome, Britt.
So anyway, the toxin that's in the plant is called anticholinic tropane alkaloids, or ATA. Due to its high toxicity, it's actually illegal to buy, sell, trade, or even cultivate in many places. When Sacred Datura is ingested, the plant causes hallucinations, high fever, memory loss, tachycardia, and often death. So now, Datura stramonium, also known as Hell's Bells. So, I totally okay, so actually, they're not morning glories, but they look a lot like morning glories. I do believe, morning glories are actually in the same family as the Datura radii and everything like that.
Hi, Lacey.
But they aren't morning glories. Morning glories are actually purple. Sacred Datura will actually grow. Sacred Datura will actually bloom during the day, whereas morning glories literally bloom early in the morning. They stay really pretty for a little while, and then they'll close back up in the daytime heat. Hi, Lacey. How are you doing?
Is that the reason why aren't there like fireworks called morning glories?
Yeah.
And they're kind of like purplish and all
They're
that
purple.
Stuff. They're like that makes sense now.
Look, they're like this color.
Yes. It's very yeah, I'd never put two and two together.
So this is Hell's Bells, Datura stramonium. This plant goes by very many names, and of course the colloquial term is Hell's Bells or Devil's Snare. Hell's Bells is part of the nightshade family, and so are the rest of the Datura, and it is a common hallucinogenic tried by a lot of teens, quite often ending in tragedy.
What? Read that part again.
It is a common hallucinogenic tried by many teens, and it quite often ends in tragedy.
Yeah, I have a story about Jimson weed, not for myself, but whenever I'll tell you.
Well, this isn't.
No. I'm just saying, like, with teens doing stuff like
this. This is Jimson weed, so you can say it.
So back in high school, I had friends. They kept bragging to me like I was the straight edge guy back in high school, even though I'm drinking beers now. But I had guys. Hi,
little bit.
Hi. I had friends come to me and they're like, "Hey, this weekend we got some Jimson weed, and we're gonna try it. We're gonna do this." I was like, first of all, at the time I was like, "Isn't that the stuff on the side of the road?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's everywhere. You get high off it and all sort of stuff." And I was like, "You shouldn't be eating stuff from plants on the side of the road. The devil's snare will your cherry, devil's cherries." I was like, "You shouldn't be eating plants on the side of the road." And they're like, "Well, no, we're gonna do it." And then all of a sudden, I came back Monday from a long weekend of playing D&D and stuff like that, Magic the Gathering. And I come back and I was like, "Hey, it was like probably fourth period, I think, right after lunch." And I'm like, "Hey, where's such and such?" And they're like, "Oh, they had to be rushed to the hospital." Like,
so
it wasn't. I'm sorry. What was it? Which one was it? It wasn't Jimson weed. It was the other one. Was it or no?
Did they grab the wrong plant?
I think they did. What was the other one? They
Datura.
They grabbed that one.
Well, Datura radii, Sacred Datura.
They came back 3 weeks later, and
did they grab the one that was hanging or the one that was on the side of the road?
The one on the side of the road.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yes.
You'll hallucinate, but you'll also die.
Well, that's what I was saying, and we've talked about this before. But they came back 3 or 4 weeks later after being in the hospital for almost ever, and then I was like, they were absolutely never the same again.
So, for the record, this is Hell's Bells. It kind of bushes up and hangs down, right?
Bushes up.
This is Sacred Datura. This one actually, it's not as purple, like in real life, as this picture is suggesting, but it does have some purple in it. When you see it, on the side of the road, it's actually more white, but these grow directly on the ground more as like a shrub.
If you come to if you've ever been to California or anybody's from California, you see this growing everywhere. No matter, it's everywhere, like everywhere.
But then there's these that you see everywhere.
And I think that's the reason why they were saying in this right now, like a lot of teens die because of this plant, mostly because they go and get the other plant.
Well, no, this one can do it too.
Yeah.
So
either way, do not try either one of these.
The seeds and flowers of the plant are usually boiled into a tea and then drank. In small doses, it can actually cause a euphoric hallucinogenic effect. However, Hell's Bells causes a delirium in which the user cannot differentiate between reality and fantasy.
Much like the MK Ultra stuff we got into.
Yeah, let's not give them ideas. God. So, hypothermia, bizarre and sometimes even violent behavior, excessive light sensitivity due to severely dilated pupils, which can last for days, memory loss, tachycardia, which is, if you guys don't know what that is, it's actually a heart rate that is at 120 beats per minute or above. And then, you guessed it, death. You
guessed it, your heart explodes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, nerd out moment. Devil's Snare was in Harry Potter.
Devil's Snare is what Horde uses in the band Immortal, like when he's doing his blast beats.
Oh, okay.
That was the Devil's Snare.
Hey, Chaos! Hey, Chaos! That's all right. Go vote for Chaos!
We're at
Scurryface.com.
Scurryface.com. Team Black, right?
Black and white.
Black and white.
Into the Wild. Oh my God. Like the guy from... Yes!
I loved that book, and I absolutely love the movie.
Oh, man.
It was so cool.
So, next is another plant from the Datura family. And this one is mostly in South America. But it looks very similar to the other ones that we were talking about. They call it angel's trumpets.
What was the one? Remember we're hanging out with your grandmother in Santa Cruz? And she was something. The
Dancing Ladies.
Oh, I thought she said something else.
No, it was the Dancing Ladies.
And I was like, oh, maybe it was that. But all of a sudden, like I was driving, I looked over, like when we stopped, and she's all, Dancing Ladies. I was like, oh, that's what it was. I was like, there's ladies dancing on the side of the road, because we're like in the middle of
there are these
area.
Beautiful pink flowers.
And she goes, no, those flowers right there are called Dancing Ladies. And I looked and I was like, they do look like dancing ladies.
Bye, Lacey.
Bye, Lacey. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, that's a whole new meaning to chest bursting, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Scurryface.com. Go vote Chaos.
Yes.
Woo! So, Brugmansia suavolens, also known as angel's trumpets. And let me bring those back up. Right here. They're really pretty. They really are. So, that's my foot.
Oh, I was like, what is that tapping down there?
That's me. Angel's trumpets are native to South America, and they look absolutely beautiful. Also known as angel's tears or snowy angel trumpet. It's in the same family as the Solanaceae. And like the other two Datura plants that were mentioned, the flowers can be pink, yellow, orange, white, a little bit of purple on there. The entire plant is filled with toxins.
Yeah.
It's scopolamine and atropine. So they're not as poisonous as the other Solanaceae or Solanaceae. I can't say this. Solanaceae plants that we've already seen. But, in fact, some cultures turn the flowers into hallucinogenic tea. It's extremely dangerous to try this because it's difficult to determine the levels of toxins from plant to plant. Much like Hell's Bells, angel's trumpets are used recreationally as a drug to induce hallucinations and euphoria. But you got to take into account that when you're growing plants, and this goes for, like, weed and everything, when you're growing plants, just the amount of water you give them, the soil you put them in, the time that it takes to grow, their age, that determines the amount of something in it, really. So, like with peppers, the Scoville scale can go up if you actually stop watering them for a little bit, let them wilt, and then start watering them again. So your peppers will actually be hotter.
Even the radishes that we grew last year.
The radishes were really spicy when we let them go.
They were actually the regular old radishes, like that wouldn't be too. They're not.
They were cherry radishes, but yeah,
they still weren't. They're not hot. Also, we're eating. And we're like, oh my god, this is burning my mouth.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did that trick on purpose, but
yeah, but it still took on all the characteristics of like horseradish and all this other stuff. So,
well,
isn't horseradish in the same family? Yeah.
So, let's see here. So it's also used for asthma and other conditions but there's no real good scientific evidence to support these uses. The entire plant is poisonous. The leaves and the seeds contain the most poison, just like the rest of daturas. Taking angel's trumpet can cause confusion, dilated pupils, intense thirst, dry skin, flushing, high fever, high or low blood pressure, tachycardia, difficulty breathing, unpleasant hallucinations, anxiety, memory loss, convulsions, paralysis, coma, and like all the other ones in the same family, death.
So is the reason why these would cause like unpleasant hallucinations is because it's causing everything else?
You're starting to panic and everything's shutting down.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything, your body's starting to get messed up. You're starting to do all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden hallucinations kick in and stuff like that. You know. I remember radishes.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. I know one thing is the Amazonians in the Amazon jungle used both plants and poisonous frogs to kill monkeys.
Yes.
Yep. I remember radishes used to be really hot compared to what you get in the grocery store now. Yeah. It's all about how you water them, all about the soil, everything.
You want to do the commercial with us?
Why?
Just curious.
Do we have it?
Yeah.
You slowed my roll.
I'm sorry. Sorry, we're getting up 30-minute mark. Right there.
Okay. Well, okay.
No, sorry.
We're going to play a commercial right now.
Coming to you live from Psycho 13. Join us here throughout the week for all things in audio, visual, and literary content. You can also find us on the World Wide Web at psychomantium13.com. Join Psychomantium 13 and enter the weird.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, the radishes that Ray grew last season were intensely hot. Jennifer misses those kinds of radishes. Oh, you have a story about radishes I must hear. All right, so the next one we're getting to is one that people might actually know. Ricinus communis, also known as the castor bean.
There's ricin.
It is ricin.
Oh.
That's what I was getting to. Captain Spoiler. God. So this is the plant. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to get it tattooed on me. That is the castor bean. And so, castor beans are the castor oil plant is a perennial flowering plant with a beautiful red cluster. And even red, God, why did this do this to me? Even red on the leaves. Raw castor beans are highly toxic due to the presence of ricin, a highly potent toxin. So, a dose of purified ricin powder, the size of just a few grains of table salt, can kill an adult human. However, it's not the way that you see in movies, guys. In movies, you see somebody poisoned with ricin and they're like, oh my God, and they like keel over right there.
It's graphic.
No. That is not at all how it happens. Like, basically, like, okay, in reality, the symptoms begin within 2 to 4 hours, and they start with a burning sensation in the mouth and the throat, and severe abdominal pain, and then vomiting, and then bloody diarrhea, and eventually, if not treated, it will result in death. It's not all bad, though. The plant is not all bad. There are medicinal purposes for castor oil. An alcoholic extract of the leaf was shown in lab rats to protect the liver from damage from certain poisons. It was also tested and used as an antimicrobial agent against 8 pathogenic bacteria. This, of course, was still on lab rats. There are also magical uses for it. The castor bean is good for protecting against the evil eye, or the mloki. As well as all negativity. The bean is said to absorb the evil, and its power is the power of protection. The user can wear the bean or carry it on their person in order to ward off the evil eye.
Its power is the power of Christ. The power of Christ shall compel you.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when I eat radishes because my burps are really bad.
I like radishes too. You literally burped in my face on
I
accident.
did not mean to.
Every time we go to our
La Salsa?
La Salsa and stuff like that, it's a place where
Bad news bears.
we take the pickled radishes that they have, and
They're not pickled. They're straight radishes.
Whatever, they're straight radishes. I thought they were pickled for a second. But anyway, we eat it. We dip them in salsa and eat them. And all of a sudden, she was like, not even like a couple inches away from my face, and she burped on accident. I was like, oh wow, those are radishes.
No, I wasn't even near your face. I was sitting next to you and you smelled it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I've heard something about that. It can protect possibly against other poisons. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they actually tested on lab rats, which was interesting, and it helped protect the liver. Oh, God. So we're getting to one of my other favorite ones. Again, it's going to be tattooed on me. Cassioliptophila, also known as the golden medallion. And these were actually all over my college campus, by the way. But I don't see people just randomly eating leaves. And if they were, then they're just dumb.
You were in Los Angeles.
So Cassioliptophila, a.k.a. the golden medallion. It's also known as the money plant. And it's one of my personal favorites. It's one that not a lot of people know about. It's a tropical tree from Brazil. The tree blooms several times throughout the year with these groupings of those bright yellow flowers that are just gorgeous. The pods on the leaves have a really weird, like, rectangular shape to them, and they're often used in festivities. Stop. One single leaf from the tree ingested will kill your average adult human male in less than 15 minutes without even giving them a chance to get to the hospital to figure out what the fuck happened. Radishes?
Well, you told me to stop.
Well,
I was just like, oh, this is Ray sent me pictures of his
oh,
radishes.
I love those.
Yeah. Ray, is it okay if I put your radishes up? I just want to make sure before I put a picture up.
Well, okay.
No, I to show at the end or something like that.
Okay. So next is something you guys probably all know about.
What?
I've heard of it as an ornamental plant. Yeah, it's an ornamental plant, but people don't realize how highly toxic it is. And yes, we got those radishes.
Yep.
He says, sure.
Oh, cool.
So next is a plant you guys all know about, I'm sure. The white oleander. They are pretty.
Okay, you might see me pop in here for a second.
What?
Because it's gonna pop up real fast. I'm gonna take myself out.
Okay. So the white oleander. It's gonna make that go.
There we go.
Please. Give us a second. I'm
No,
sorry.
You're fine. Go.
Okay. So the white oleander. Woo! All right. So it's called Nerium oleander, aka the oleander. This plant is that we all know that it's poisonous. Commonly grown as a hedge, as an ornamental plant, all parts of the oleander are deadly and contain lethal cardiac glycosides known as oleandrin and nerine, meaning they will trigger a heart attack at anyone who ingests them. If eaten, oleander can cause a burning sensation in the mouth, extreme stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, erratic pulse, tachycardia, seizures, coma, and death. with the leaves and seeds being the deadliest components. Simply having contact with the leaves and sap is known to be a skin irritant to some people. The oleander has been used to poison people and make it look like a heart attack for a long time.
You ever seen the movie White Oleander?
That's why I brought up the white one.
Yep.
Interesting enough, though, the oleander is used in various love spells. And although in Italian magic, it's said that keeping any part of the oleander in the house will bring sickness, disgrace, and misfortune of every kind to the house and its inhabitants.
It almost sounds like because they knew a lot of people were like, dude, people have an irritant to this. You should not have this anywhere near you.
They probably knew how to murder with it.
Funny thing is my neighbors, when I lived on the farm, had this gigantic, I mean, it had to be, the bush had it, or the oleander, is it bush or tree?
It's a shrub.
It had to be about 50 feet tall and roughly...
Yeah, we've seen the movie.
It had to be about 50 feet tall and roughly...
Unless you spit on it. Go ahead.
Had to be about 50 feet tall and roughly probably about 50 feet wide. Like, it was just huge. And they used it to keep their chickens in. No joke. That's what they did.
By the way, you do get the reference of spitting it, right?
No.
Well, in Italian culture,
for good luck.
If a baby is looked at, or if you tell somebody that their baby is cute, you're supposed to spit on the baby. Because it keeps the evil eye from looking at it.
I would punch somebody.
You're supposed to. Yeah, we Italians are weird.
I sent you the raised pics if you want them.
I don't even have my Facebook up.
Oh, that's fine. We'll figure this out. You don't put it up right now.
Well, hold on, God. So, let's see here. Next, we are talking about white snake root.
Reminds me of...
White snake?
No, that reminds me of freaking Death Clock. The drugs.
Yeah.
Super cool, sweet Alabama white snake.
Yeah.
Like juice or whatever they called it.
Yeah.
And then Pickles takes it. He's all, I'm fine. I've been doing drugs this entire time.
So this is white snake root. And let me get the comments because there's got to be something funny about white snake in there. So Actaea pachypoda. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. That's the next one. I'm sorry. Ageratina, thank you. Altissima, white snake root, which is also called tall boneset or white sanicle. It's extremely poisonous. It's a native North American plant with white flowers. Once they bloom, they release small seeds that blow away in the wind. They're filled with trematol, which doesn't kill humans directly. Instead, animals like cows eat white snake root and absorb the trematol in their meat and their milk. And when we either milk or slaughter these cows and eat their meat or drink their milk, the trematol enters our bodies and causes milk sickness, which is a ridiculous sounding name for an incredibly fatal disease. Interestingly enough, Abraham Lincoln's mother died from milk sickness.
Tom's back.
Don't they have these plants in Resident Evil? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have variations thereof.
You talked over me on this last part. Abraham Lincoln's mom died of it. I was trying to talk to you about it. But I'm trying to talk to you.
I'm right here.
Okay. You're not going to say anything?
I don't know what to say. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm the plant one around here.
I'm just curious how they knew it was milk sickness. I mean, especially at the time.
It was from milk.
What are the traits of milk sickness?
I actually don't have them listed.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's fine. You don't gotta look them up.
No, we're doing this now.
Oh. Milk sickness 1818.
Rash, vomiting, diarrhea, asthma, anaphylaxis.
So it's everything that's just lactose intolerant.
No, that's not it. So, this is why I didn't look it up. Oh, here you go. Loss of appetite, listlessness, weakness, vague pains, muscle stiffness, vomiting, abdominal discomfort, severe constipation, bad breath, a coma, and finally death.
Huh. So, I mean, being that it was like the early 1800s, like the bad breath, they're like, no one brushed their teeth back then. No one did any of that stuff.
There were wooden teeth and shit back then. That's weird. Okay, so this is one that Natalie, and I wish Ms. D was in here. So Acte pachypoda, also known as white baneberry. But yeah, it's kind of like the flu at first. It's weird. But so these plants are called doll's eyes. They're a creepy little cutie that's native to the northeast areas of North America. You gotta see these guys. Look at them.
Almost looks fake.
I know, right? They're super cute though.
Like it just almost like it completely looks fake. Like it doesn't like. It's like. It looks very edible, no joke. But you should not eat these in any way,
it's more
shape, or
fatal
form.
to children than it is to adults.
Regardless, do not do it.
Guys, don't eat these things. So, I love them. I just call them like, I just think they're the cutest thing in the world. Yeah, you're right, Ray. The leaves of the rhubarb plant are highly toxic.
Never rub another man's rhubarb. I love Batman 1989.
So, I'm guessing you guys don't really need an explanation as to why they're called doll's eyes. It's covered in creepy looking little fruits that look like somebody ripped the eyeballs out of their childhood toys and stuck them on sticks. Like the entire plant is toxic to humans, but the fruit is the most toxic. Children are especially susceptible due to the sweet taste of the fruit, tricking them into thinking it's edible. On top of that, eating the berries can cause symptoms like stomach cramps, dizziness, vomiting, diarrhea, delirium. It sedates the muscles of the heart, and it causes circulatory failure and an extremely fast death.
So this is actually one of the extremely fast death. It actually has a lot of the same symptoms of someone who drinks antifreeze and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically. Hello. Yeah, it's an eye plant.
Like antifreeze is very
eyeballs on a stick. Sorry.
Like antifreeze is like very, very sweet and stuff like that, and you don't ever drink it, but
yeah. So I want some, maybe. They're like eyeballs. Yeah, you know, you can see why kids would try to eat them. They're totally cute. And she's like, oh my God. Okay, so here's a really fun one. And it's one that people do know of. This one is called Strychnus nux vomica, also known as the strychnine tree.
The strychnine comes from a tree?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But I like the name Strychnus nux vomica. Well, it's another name you might be familiar with, strychnine, but most of you might not have actually realized that it was a plant. Commonly known as the Quaker button or poison nut. This is an average-sized tree that's commonly found in Southeast Asia and India. Inside the tree's fruit, there's a highly toxic seed filled with strychnine and brucine.
Yeah,
peach pits. Peach pits actually have cyanide in them.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apple seeds too.
No, but the peach pits, it's peach and apricot and any of those like.
What is apple? This is season. I thought they.
You shouldn't drink. You shouldn't swallow them, but yeah, they might have a little bit. They look delicious, right? So they're also filled with brucine. A dose as small as 30 milligrams of either toxin will kill a fully grown adult, and it's not a painless death like some of the other toxic plants. If you eat a fatal dose of these seeds, this is what you'll experience during an agonizing death. Stiffness of the body, lockjaw, frothing of the mouth, you'll stop breathing. Tetanus-like attacks appear every 10 to 15 minutes, and during these attacks, your eyeballs will protrude and your pupils will enlarge.
Oh, so it basically has like the whole effect of Have you ever seen someone who actually has a severe reaction to like a black widow bite or like a tetanus, where their muscles are like convulsing so much underneath their skin, looks like snakes wiggling under their skin?
Uh-huh.
So.
Well, so severe cyanosis.
What is cyanosis again?
Bluing of the skin.
Oh.
And then, which disappears after the attack subsides, by the way. The attacks, each lasting 3 to 4 minutes, appear to be spontaneous, while other times there's the result of extreme. They're the result, of extreme stimuli like noises, slight movements, flashes of light, and during these horrifying events,
slight movement on.
You never lose consciousness.
Slight movement on the person's part, or slight movement just on anything in the room.
It could be like you move wrong, and it will cause the attack.
When you turn around and say like flashes of light, technically like moving and disrupting light would cause the person, and then you're in so much pain, but for some odd reason you don't lose consciousness. You remember all of it.
Well, that's the worst part. They literally don't lose consciousness, and when the poison is left untreated, each attack gradually just gets longer and longer and then they get longer than the previous, and the intervals between them grow shorter. So up to 10 attacks occur before death, and this could happen from 10 minutes to 3 hours as a result of asphyxiation or intertissue paralysis. In the end, you'll have a violent, uncontrollable, convulsive death.
Jennifer, bring up her comment real fast.
I would love to figure out back in the day how they were,
A lot of it came from, if you really think about it, a lot of it came from
cavemen.
Well, cavemen, but people just, whenever they went exploring and stuff like that, and they're like, well, what did he eat? He clearly he ingested something, and then they're like, oh, it was from that tree. And they're like, don't touch that tree. We're done touching it.
Remember, do not touch this tree.
That's exactly what happened.
So next,
the one that still gets me, I will say it, as the milk sickness. I'm like, they show all the signs of, clearly the flu, but at the same time, it's like bad breath and then constipation. I'm like, this is the early 1800s. That was commonplace.
So, Taxus baccata. The English yew.
Taxus baccata, otherwise known as the Christmas plant. I'm kidding.
Kind of, yeah.
It does look very Christmas. I think it looks cool.
It's pretty. The holes kind of freak me out.
It almost looks like neon evil olives.
They're gorgeous, though. They are pretty.
It's like olives were like, screw you for thinking that we're so tasty, especially green Spanish olives. I fucking love them. And then what's the other ones? Olives.
Kalamata?
I absolutely love Kalamata.
We have some in the fridge.
Oh, they're amazing. I'm sorry. I'm from California. I love olives. I love avocados.
So the Taxus baccata, or English yew, Y-E-U, or Y-E-W. This small to medium tree is native to Southwest Asia, North America, and Europe. So basically half of the planet. The only part of the tree that isn't toxic are actually the berries that surround the seed.
This plant is native to everywhere.
Basically.
Do not eat anything off this plant either. Don't. Even though I'm making jokes about being olives, don't eat it.
What's up with all the eat me berries?
Exactly. Natalie, are you big? Do you like olives too and all that stuff? Yeah.
So, they look like candy. I know.
They look like if hot tamales were like, they're like, I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this olive thing. They look like
I know, Jesus Christ.
They look like they're like, hey, instead of having hot tamales, let's make hot olives. Which, even though they're the exact same candy, probably would be, and they would exactly taste the same, but people would be like, these are totally different.
Well, so
Tom, avocados. Avocado.
Thanks.
Thanks. An avocado.
An avocado.
Yes, stuff with my God. Oh, and freaking
Jennifer, there's actually one later that you're gonna love if you think that they look like beets. Okay. So
all the stuff with goat cheese and stuff like that.
Anyway, this is like a small to medium plant or tree, really. And the only part of the tree that isn't toxic are the berries that surround the seed. So birds often eat the berries and spread the seeds without dying. About 50 grams of the seeds will cause severe stomach problems and can cause the heart rate to slow down or speed up dangerously. Other signs of poisoning include, but are not limited to, nausea. Okay, this is going to be like a freaking Pepto-Bismol commercial. But
remember the one that's in his face when I first say he's all nausea or something with diarrhea, indigestion, and like, dude, that guy's pretty aggressive in that chick's face in that commercial.
Yeah. He's all
in your face, like, bro, I just farted. I don't have anything else going on here. I don't need any of that shit.
So, nausea, dry mouth, vomiting, stomach pain, dizziness, weakness, nervousness, heart problems, difficulty breathing, convulsions, tremors, and collapse. You will die of a heart attack in the end. If you eat too many, you might even skip straight to the heart attack.
It just gives you severe anxiety. That's what it does.
Yep. So
it skips anxiety and just gives you PTSD right off the bat. Tom just farted.
Lovely. So Sakura, aka the water hemlock,
aka the water devil, with his devil's chain.
Here you go. It kind of looks similar to that, but it's not that. There you go, water hemlock.
Wait, hemlock?
Yeah, hemlock.
Well, there you go.
So hemlock has long been known as a poisonous plant, but the water hemlock is a different variety. Also known as the poison parsnip. These plants are native to temperate areas in the northern hemisphere.
You like parsnips?
I know you like parsnips.
But don't.
They're easy to identify due to their small green and white flowers that look like umbrellas. It holds the title for the most poisonous plant in North America, being filled with the what's it called?
Devil's sulfur.
Psychotoxin. Sorry, the psychotoxin causes violent seizures, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. As if it wasn't enough, you'll die of respiratory failure or ventricular fibrillation just hours after consuming it.
Oh, man, I was thinking of ventriloquism, but
ventricles.
But it's all
your heart.
Yes.
Your heart, ventricular.
Yeah, it's this part, I think, right here, right?
No.
It's definitely your heart's in your head, right?
Only Meg Griffin.
And your soul is in your chest.
Yes. So,
why do I wear this hat?
No. She's all, but we know your heart is in the right place. No, it really isn't. Looks like
Juniper
devil
shrub.
sprinkles.
This is my juniper berries, and you brought them here.
She has that. Jennifer has that where she lives.
Where do you? What area of the country do you live in, Jennifer? I'm curious.
So, yeah, as if that wasn't enough, you'll die from the respiratory failure, ventricular fibrillation hours after consuming it. Avoid it at all costs, especially the roots, which are the most poisonous. Get immediate medical attention if you've taken water hemlock. The first symptoms of water hemlock poisoning are drooling and nausea, vomiting, wheezing, sweating, dizziness, stomach pain, flushing, weakness or tiredness, lethargy. Bring us a shrubbery! Sorry. Delirium and uncontrollable bowel movements.
Oh, so it's COVID.
Sorry.
What did you say about the roots again? What was about the roots?
They're the most poisonous.
You also know what the most awesome roots are? Roots bleed red. And shameless plug. Go check out Roots Bleed Red. We do serial killers.
RootsBleedRed.com, guys.
Yep.
And on Facebook, obviously.
Yep.
So, now we're getting into one that you all know, I'm sure.
The devil.
Please stop.
Okay.
That was really loud. That hurt my ear. Wolfsbane, guys. Look how pretty it is.
Oh, can I remember off that? Even a man who is pure at heart and speaks by prayer at night will become a wolf when the wolfsbane bloom and the winter moon is bright. Blah.
Oh yeah, Roots Bleed Red t-shirts. We have them. And my boobs are coming outside, so I'm gonna stop.
Well, that gets hits. There, see? Look, numbers came up.
Chandra!
Why don't you show your boobies off? Chandra!
Oh, she lives in Indiana.
Oh.
Uncontrollable COVID movement.
We should have Chandra got
We all had it too.
Chandra, us, we all had COVID around the same time. Chandra, did you have the COVID bowel movements too, like I did?
Let's not.
I'm kidding.
Let's not. Aroo!
Even the man who was pure at heart and speaks by prayer at night will become a wolf when the wolf's bane bloom and the winter moon is bright. I like doing that.
Aconitum. Or aconitum. Aconitum. Thank you.
How are you just saying? Oh, she did not get the COVID.
How are you just seeing my comments? I don't know. Were you over on Frank's?
Are you on mine? I gotta fix them on my actual page.
It's not letting comments through usually.
Yeah, it comes through like at the end.
So
she didn't get the devil's.
Yeah, I saw.
The devil's indigestion is what we'll call it.
I saw. Yes, he did spit on me.
She liked it.
Not.
Wow.
So, aconitum. Thank you. Aconitum.
Agamemnon.
God damn it.
Did he just Agamemnon me? Do you even know what that means?
Agamemnon?
Yeah, there you go. I was going in Family Guy for a second.
So, wolf's bane goes by many names. Leopard's bane, devil's helmet, woman's bane, aconite.
Woman's bane.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf's bane and woman's bane.
Aconite, Cupid's car, Dumbledore's delight.
Cupid's car and Dumbledore's delight.
Dumbledore's delight, monk's hood, storm hat, Thor's hat, wolf's hat.
Monk's hood.
It belongs to the It belongs to the buttercup family.
Oh my god.
And is far deadlier than the pleasant flower would suggest. They're native to mountain regions in the northern hemisphere. They're full of alkaloid pseudoconitine or conitine. Pseudoconitine. Thank you. Used in ancient Japan as a poison for hunting. If you're unlucky enough to ingest the poison, you'll feel your limbs and abdomen burn. The most common side effects are rash, nausea, vomiting, headache, and swelling. If you consume too much, hey Teddy!
Yeah, I gotta fix my feed on my personal page.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just does not work.
It's got to be my settings. I got to go in there and fix it. I did not. The last 2 shows we've done, it's been doing this. I get a lot of numbers from it, but all of a sudden, like everyone's like, I'm not getting comments.
Yeah, people think that we're ignoring them, and we're not. I promise. Yeah. So, basically, if you consume too much, usually around like 20 milliliters, you'll die within 2 to 6 hours. It's not all bad though. In the proper amounts, it can be used to treat hyperthyroidism. Now, what are the proper amounts? I don't know.
Well, in the proper amounts, it's also going to be used to turn you into a werewolf.
No,
like,
actually.
Well,
no.
But even
no,
a man
that's
who's pure at heart
wrong. Actually,
will become a wolf when the wolf bane is bloom and the winter moon's bright. I'm just saying. How can that fable be wrong? I'm kidding.
She was saying earlier, I was discussing my drinking, my Bloody Mary's being spiked tonight, and I must be only for quick intoxication. Surely COVID did not ruin my tolerance.
I'll tell this right now, COVID ruined my tolerance.
Right?
What?
So, there are also magical uses for wolfsbane. It's commonly added to protection sachets, especially to guard against vampires and werewolves. This is quite fitting since wolfbane was also used by werewolves to cure themselves from lycanthropy.
You got to bring up Teddy's comment real fast. Whenever you get a chance. Your enemy.
Some of these plants, if used very, very little of these plants in wine, mead, beer, your enemy will shit their pants while sleeping, and it makes a great mess. Correct, sir. You are correct, sir.
Do not ever ingest these plants in any way, shape, or form.
I don't drink. I don't know what you're talking about.
You just showed me your bottle collection earlier.
Right?
bottle cap collection.
Woo.
Werewolf in... Oh, not Werewolf in London. Yeah, Werewolf in London.
So, Yeah, it was actually wolfsbane was used to cure werewolves from lycanthropy. Using the seed wrapped in lizard skin and carried allows you to become invisible at will. Do not eat or rub any part of this plant on your skin. It's extremely toxic.
Maybe.
What?
I've seen stuff wrapped in lizard skin.
I don't think they wrap that in lizard skin.
Well, the movie I saw, they did.
Didn't they make a salve to make people think that they were kind of they were wolves, kind of like flying ointment? Yeah,
it's actually very accurate. The person we hung out with last night has a lot of that.
So again, going into like some of the more magical thing, it's Werewolf in Paris. Thank you.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I saw Werewolf with a Chinese menu. In it. Oh God, he's reading the lyrics. That's all the real lyrics.
Well, wait, what? Okay, anyway. So gender, feminine, planet, Saturn, element, water, deity, Hecate. So powers, protection, and invisibility. Okay, so this one, Jennifer, you're really going to dig this one. The Arbus Praetorius, also known as the Rosary Pea. Baby fat boiled down into lotion creates a flying ointment for witches.
Real fast, guys. We have on our and we have three editors from WLFE DB Radio Network. Please go like and subscribe to WLFE DB Radio Network too, if you could.
Definitely.
So just to let you guys know, they're out there. They're friends. They're cool.
All right, so this right here. This is a rosary pea. And it's not just called that because it looks like rosary beads. It's called that because it actually is rosary beads. It's the most poisonous plant. So, it seems like most of these poisonous plants go by like a lot of different names. Rosary pea is not really an exception to this rule. It's known as the Jumby bead or crab's eye.
Oh, I've had.
And
I'm kidding.
Is a plant that grows around other trees or shrubs. It's most commonly found in Indonesia, but has shown up in other parts of the world as well. Its seeds are used as beads, but also contain abrin, a poison that is very, very, very similar to ricin. If you've ever watched Breaking Bad, you'll be familiar with the symptoms. The only difference is abrin is 75 times as strong as ricin. So even 3 micrograms can kill you outright. The result of ingesting this dangerous plant are vertigo, restlessness, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, difficulty breathing.
It's a freaking
urea.
It's a Pepto-Bismol commercial too.
Which is the inability to urinate.
Ooh.
Your body goes into shock, heart failure, respiratory failure, and after all of that intense suffering, death will finally come in 36 to 72 hours.
You bring the picture back up, that's why I put it right there.
But you are...
It does look like crab eyes, actually.
Begging for death.
And begging. They use this... These are actually... They use them for rosary beads, or they still do?
They do use them for rosary beads.
It's kind of ironic that they use a very poisonous plant...
They look like ladybugs.
...for something that is supposed to save souls.
They look like paintballs.
Yes. Crab's eyes must suck.
All right, so now we're going to do the Green Book of Douche.
A couple of them.
I need light.
Oh, snap. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold up.
So, guys. Lovely.
Sorry.
I'm going to bring out the Green Book of Douche while he ditches me for a while here. All right. There's a reason I don't face things that way. There we go. I guess Frank wanted us to show why it's called the Green Book of Douche. I bet the rosary making plant has a large turnover. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Frank's going to go pee. So. Okay, should I just like randomly go into things? I mean, we've got stuff like marijuana tea. The father of a friend took up the smoking of marijuana to help ease his pains for 30 years of arthritis and drank marijuana tea before he went to bed so he could get a good night's sleep. Lovely, right? Let's see. Bronchitis, common colds, birth control. Okay, guys. Please don't use these as a form of birth control and think that they're actually going to work. I mean, real birth control barely works. You've got desert mallow tea. After giving birth, when the child is a month old, lie down in the trench. Okay, this is not birth control.
What?
Lie down in a trench filled
God.
with warm ashes and drink tea made from the boiled root of the desert mallow and the wild geranium. This method is practiced among the Shoshone Indians of Elko, Nevada. It is said to make the mother safe from pregnancy until the baby is 1 year old.
So birth control is trench warfare. Jesus fucking Christ.
It will put X's on your eyes.
Yes, it will.
Stone seed tea.
Just mortars flying across your head. Yeah.
Stone seed is currently being studied by pharmaceutical companies interested in new methods of fertility control. It has been used by Indians for years. A handful of the dried root, chipped, boiled in water to cover, and drunk daily as a tea for 6 months results in permanent birth control.
Oh, Teddy sent us a
nice,
picture,
awesome shirt.
I'll put it up in a little bit. Teddy made some badass shirts of Godzilla.
Did he make them or get them?
No, he had. I'm sorry, he had them made. I apologize. If you can, oh my phone. Yeah, there he is. You can see a little bit.
And now we're gonna get into why the book is called
Awesome,
The Green
Teddy.
Book of
Awesome,
Douche,
Teddy.
or at least we call it that. The Mint Douche. Okay, my book's falling apart. Strangely, it's over at the douche part.
Errol, I think that's what happened last time. That's how we got to the douche part.
Oh shit! Your uterus falls out. Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, it's birth control, right?
No. So if you drink this daily for 6 months, the stone seed tea, it is permanent birth control.
Oh. I see what you're saying. I understand I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So the mint douche, a cup of peppermint leaves, or excuse me, a half cup of spearmint leaves, a half cup of comfrey. Oh,
comfrey.
It's the stuff I grow in the backyard that has those little tiny spikes on it.
That's that'll keep you from having a baby. I'll tell you
that right now. No,
this
is not birth control. This is douche now.
Oh, what the fuck?
Comfrey's healing.
Oh.
I'm
and
a half cup of myrtle leaves.
Myrtle.
Mixed
anything with the name of myrtle is not good.
Mixed together above herbs, the mentioned herbs, and steep a half cup of the mixture in 2 cups of boiled water for 15 minutes. Simmer if you like for a few minutes to bring out the full fragrance of the mint. Strain the infusion and use the liquid in your douche bag.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but steep for a little bit so you can bring out the full fragrance of your douche.
And then put the liquid into your douche bag.
Put the liquid in your douche bag and bring out the full fragrance of why you need a douche.
This douche combats the odor of normal vaginal secretion.
Combats. Doesn't say it helps, it combats.
Of normal vaginal secretions and imparts a delicate and delicious scent that makes douching very pleasant.
Okay, I'm sorry. After you douche, do not say it's delicious.
It's minty.
Yeah, we're good.
You like mint.
I love mint. My toothpaste, my gum, everything has to be mint and spearmint and all that other stuff. But you know what? you know what? When it comes to douching, I don't need to be referred to as a delicious scent.
So,
There's a reason why you're douching. Not you, but
you
a person is douching.
You remember Hell's Bells?
Yeah. I remember AC/DC and everything like that. Yeah.
Well,
sorry. Minty fresh.
Make your cooch smell like it smoked in Newport.
I've seen videos.
Trying not to laugh. At this point, you want your uterus to fall out.
Miss, remember her?
Yeah. So hold on. Stramonium douche.
Stramonium. This is definitely a Russian one, right?
No, this is Stramonium.
Well, Stramonium.
Datura Stramonium.
It sounds like they're using uranium to douche with.
Anywho.
It's very much uranium.
So Stramonium. Follow the recipe for the jasmine douche, which is use.
Tom was trying so hard to cut Frank off.
I'm about to throw things.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I got to read the jasmine one first. Some say that this douche has strong aphrodisiacal qualities. That's what it said. It can also be drank as a tea with lemon and honey.
Well, shit. I can't block that person.
Let me see it. If you want to be a cocksucker,
yeah,
move on. But if you want to have a fun time and listen, you're welcome to stay. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Anyway, sounds like a sandwich. So, some say that this douche has strong aphrodisiacal qualities. It can also be drank as a tea with lemon and honey. Mix together a half cup of rosebuds, a cup of rose hips, a half cup of rose hips, a half cup of jasmine flowers, and a half cup of regular tea leaves. Drop 1 drop of real oil of jasmine, not synthetic. Boil 2 cups of water in a non-metal container. Hi, Kisa.
Hi, Kisa.
Turn off the fire and add a third of a cup of the above mixture. Cover and steep for 10 minutes. Strain, pour the liquid into your douche bag. Add water to fill the bag and douche. It says aphrodisiacal. Thank you. Again, why the fuck are you here, you fucking prick? Oh my god, either end. So
we got a troll.
Troll la 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 la.
Troll la 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 la.
There's 4 people on there. Okay. So following the recipe for the jasmine douche using the same ingredients, add a half cup of the Datura stramonium leaves. Mix all the herbs and then proceed as directed. As we said earlier, hi, Alan. Hi, Q7WW. As we said earlier, Datura stramonium can actually, it's a hallucinogenic. So I'm not sure that you want to shove a hallucinogenic up your vag. I'm not really sure why anybody would want to do that. Yeah. Where's my thing here? We're at like White Snake Root. There it is. Hell's Bells. So yeah, let's stay away from doing that. Okay? Anyway, let's see. For a good time. Why would you want to do it?
What?
Why would I want to do it? You just want to for a good time. Want to increase your sexual pleasure. Unless you're just
Alan,
wacky.
hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Yep. Okay, so I did say hi earlier. Let's see what else is here. Oh, God. Douche juice. It's fucking called douche juice. Look at douche
The
juice.
picture. What the fuck is with the picture? Jesus Christ. I don't think we can show that.
I don't know. What the hell is wrong with it? Are there eagles on her leg? Oh, this is great. Douche juice rosemary. Should I bring out some of my favorite ones, guys? Hold on. Like this? Let me see if it'll show again. Like that. Or that one. Sounds like vape juice. Are you able to go on there?
Just keep going.
All right. Hey, since we're in the age of Aquarius right now. Aquarius, the water carrier. Fixed air. January 20th through February 18th.
Got him.
Southern Hemisphere. Bye, fuckface! Anyway, we got rid of that one douchebag.
I haven't got rid of it.
Oh, not yet. We're going to.
By the way, CPL 693H is very much a fucking racist.
Oh, wow. He's a super racist. Yeah, we don't really allow those kinds of people in here. So, bye-bye. So, ruled by Uranus. Hey, babe, you're ruled by Uranus.
Yeah.
And Saturn. Ruling the legs below, the knees, and the ankles. Your number is 9. Your letter is actually TH. Your color are sky blue or lighter blue. Tone, high G. Note, Fa. Gem, blue sapphire, opal, obsidian, and black pearl. Metal, lead. Incense, euphorbium. Plants, myrrh, frankincense, and spikenard. Let's see. Okay. Pisces. Well, you know what? Let's do Capricorn, too, since I'm right here. And I know that there's a Capricorn in here right now. The goat. Cardinal Earth. December 22nd to January 19th. Southern Hemisphere and winter season. Ruled by Saturn. Ruling the knees, skin, hair, and joints. Number is 8. Letters, H and CH. Color, darker blues or purple, brown, black, sage green, indigo, and gray. Tone, low G. Note, Fa. Gem, onyx, jet. Moonstone, lapis lazuli. Sardonyx, or coal. Metal, lead, incense, benzoin. Plant, comfrey, henbane, nightshade, black poppy. Wow. Interesting people born under the sign. Janis Joplin, Mr. Owsley, Mr. Nixon, and Joan Baez. Baez. Yeah.
Leo. Keys is a Leo.
Okay, so we're going to do Pisces next.
I'm an Aquarius.
I already said Aquarius.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. I'm an Aquarius. I'm 40 this Sunday.
In a few days.
In a few days.
So the fishes, Pisces, mutable water, February 19th through March 20th. The symbol, we know the symbol. Southern Hemisphere and winter season, ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Ruling the feet and toes. Number 12, letter L. Color, dark purple, ocean blue, or sea green. Tone, a low A. Note, Sol. Gem, peridot, sand, chrysolite, moonstone, pumice, and coral. Metal is tin. Incense is storax. Plants, mosses, which grow in the water, ferns, and seaweed. Alan Craven will be 50 years old in June. All right, so I saw, what did I see? I saw a Leo. I think I'm missing some pages here. Oh, here we go. So, let's see. Leo the lion, which we know. Fixed fire. July 23rd through August 22nd. Northern Hemisphere and summer season, ruled by the sun. Ruling spine, back, and heart. Number is 19. Letters Q. Color, light orange, golden shades. Deep yellows. Tone is D. Note is Re. Gem, ruby, sardonyx, diamond, cat's eye, soft yellow stones. Metal is gold. Incense is frankincense. Plant is St. John's wort, angelica, bay laurel, bugloss, borage, celandine, eyebright, chamomile, daffodil, cowslip, anise, fennel, dill, poppy, yellow lilies, marigold, agaric, peony, rue, saffron, heliotrope, mint, lavender, mistletoe, and parsley.
Tom, I gotta interrupt you. I have to. I have no choice. I have to interrupt you for this. Because it's all good. Aquariuses are awesomeness. They are. We are. We're the best. Every one of you strive to be an Aquarius.
And yes, that's why you have a soft spot for cat eyes. Happy unbirthday to you.
Tom, too. Tom is on...
Unbirthday.
Tom, it's Tom's...
It's all of our unbirthdays.
It's Tom's unbirthday, too, mainly because Tom and me have our birthdays on Sunday. And
she's going to be...
Odd Mother is 477 in December.
Yes.
Odd Mother, Mother
Hi,
is
643067. Why do I feel like somebody made something really fast?
I think they did.
So Virgo.
Be nice, because I will call your ass out.
Oh, I have no problem. So I saw another Virgo, Jennifer.
This is the age of Aquarius. I'm gonna play that.
So
song.
Virgo, the Virgin.
Not around here.
Yes, I'm a Virgo too. I am a Virgo too. Okay, you can stop now.
No.
Mutable Earth, August 23rd through September 22nd. Northern Hemisphere and summer season, ruled by Mercury, ruling the abdominal and the umbilical region, lower liver, the spleen, the duodenum, and the intestines.
Who rules the medulla oblongata?
I don't know yet.
Is that Bobby's mom?
Our number is 2. Our letter is B.
What?
Our colors are dark violet, checkers, slate, and plaids. Well, that makes sense. I love all of those. Tone, low B. Note is me. Gem, jasper, hyacinth, ligure, and flint. Metal is quicksilver. Incense is sandalwood. That makes sense because that's like my favorite. Plants, barley, oats, rye, wheat, sukari, skullcap, woodbine, valerian, millet, endive, and privet.
Tom, Marine and Virgo.
Yes, I did say duodenum.
Virgos and Aquariuses get along very well.
So, what does it say
Libra?
about? No, I have not done Libra yet. I'll do Libra and then I'll do Gemini.
And then I think we're gonna be done.
And then I think we're gonna be done. Yeah.
So.
Because I don't want to talk about any Sagittarius.
I fucking hate Sagittarius. I've got a friend as a Sagittarius. She's okay, but the rest of them, she lives up in the mountains.
I've only met one that's like okay.
Yeah, that's she's rad. Well, she's actually pretty cool, but the rest of the Sagittarius can go fuck themselves.
So Libra, genre, Libra. The balance, cardinal air, September 23rd through October 23rd. Southern Hemisphere and autumn season, ruled by Venus, ruling the lumbar regions, kidney, reproductive fluids.
What?
Yep.
Kidneys and reproductive fluids.
Skin, adrenals, Internal generative organs.
You do a third one.
The number 3, letter G, color, light shades of yellow, pastel shades, pale blue, and light gold. Tone is E, note is La. Gem, opal, white stones, diamond, jade, beryl. Metal is copper. Incense is galbanum. Plants, white rose, strawberry, violet, watercress, primrose, pansy, heartsease, and lemon thyme.
Yeah, what is a duodenum? We gotta figure this out.
No, I know what it is. I just got to show you the location.
Is it? It's gotta be like the stepsister of the medulla oblongata.
You don't remember in Family Guy who he's like, "Oh, my duodenum."
Is it in his stomach? It is. No, that's milk sickness.
Why do you keep yelling in my ear?
Because I love you, and you need to hear me.
I can already hear you before you
But
yell.
can you hear me? I can project my voice.
Uh-huh.
I can project my voice.
So the duodenum is actually like right under the stomach.
It's like the bypass hose. If you're looking at the Chevy small block, it's like the bypass hose that connects like the puke tank with the radiator.
So like where the stomach is, the part that goes from your stomach into your intestines, that area is where the duodenum
I'm
is.
telling you this right now, mechanics, we could probably be surgeons. No joke.
No,
I'm kidding. We can't.
That's the sternum, Kisa.
Genre, because he'd be drinky. So
He's so yelly because he'd be drinky. Yes.
Wait until I tell you what Dad said while talking to Dom earlier. Oh, we are doing an after chat.
Okay, so Gemini, the twins, mutable air, May 21st through June 21st. Northern Hemisphere and spring season, ruled by Mercury, ruling the shoulders, the clavicle, the scapula, back there, arms, hands, upper ribs, breath, and oxygenation of blood, and the bronchi, lungs. Number is 17. Letters F, P, H, and P. Colors, lighter shades of violet, plaids, checks, and blue grays. Tone, high B. Note is me. Gem, beryl, crystal, aquamarine, agate, striped stones. Metal is quicksilver. Incense is mastic. Plants are madder, tansy, vervain, woodbine, yarrow, and meadowsweet, which is one of my all-time favorite things in the world.
Can you read the Aquarius one real fast? One more time.
I already read the Aquarius. I said it directly to your face.
I said I love you.
Privet and doggrass.
What shades of pale?
Lighter.
Wither shades of pale. Sorry.
Whiter, she said.
Whiter. Sorry.
But it was violet. Lighter shades of violet.
Think of that band.
Lighter shade of brown.
That band's awesome. I fucking love them.
All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys being here. I don't know if Drunky does, but I think he does.
My name is Frank, not Drunky.
I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. So, and he's allowed to be anyway. It's his birthday week.
It sure, yeah. I mean, it's no different than last week.
Well, I'm trying to be nice.
Frank likes the beers. I only like beers. I'm sorry. I don't do hard liquor. I don't do anything else. I might have some other stuff here and there that's legal here in California once in a blue moon. But other than that, I like my beers. I love my beers.
It's great to see you too, Alan.
Thank you for stopping by, bro.
So, thank you guys for joining us. This was a special edition of the Random Show.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, Mother de la Mort will be back.
She's out of her coffin, and she's back. She's 477 years old.
76 right now.
76. She'll be 477 in December.
Yep.
And she'll be back next Wednesday.
And let's see here. On Friday, what were we talking about?
So Friday is going to be Dom and Tom's World. We are taking off to the... Here's the thing. We are taking off to the mountains for my birthday. At
We're
least
still going to be on.
more than likely we'll be on. I know we had 5G connection up there last time we were there.
We had the Rosenhan experiment that we were going to.
We'll be on Friday night. Connection should be fine where we're at because I know we had good internet up where we're at. Dom and Tom's World, I'm not going to be on them with them for that because when they come on, we'll be traveling up through a place where we have no connection. So they'll be doing their thing. Tom and Dom will be talking what their schedule or what they're going to be talking about for the next few weeks. And I think they have a special guest coming on. Saturday, we will be on Friday night because we will have internet connection in the mountains. For Roots Blue Red. What was it again?
What? I don't know what you were saying.
No, for Roots Blue Red. What are we doing for Roots Blue Red?
The Rosenhan experiment.
The Rosenhan experiment. And then Saturday,
Thank you.
Senator Sisters will be premiering their show.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. The Senator Sisters, Jillian and Genevieve. Genevieve's from WLFE DB Radio Network. And they are going to be premiering their show, brand new show, on Psycho Man 213 and Psycho Bunny or Psycho Bunny DC, sorry. So go ahead and come and check them out. And then Sunday, I think, is off. Oh, Tom's World on Saturday.
Tom's World's on Saturday.
Yeah, at 11 Eastern. Genevieve and the Sinister Sisters will be on 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time.
There's a hair.
And there's a hair.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so very much. For more information, go like and follow Psycho Bunny DC and Psychomantium 13 and Roots Bleed Red. We also have our content creators or content artist pages. So
check out the Unrights, Defaced Unright.
Okay.
Sorry.
Chaos Unright, Defaced Unright, Squeaks Unright. You've got Doomsday, Dom and Tom. This is Tom's World. Yeah. You've got
WLFE.
You go check out WLFE DB Radio Network and like and follow as well.
Yep. Please.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. And we'll talk to you later.
I don't know, set the world fire. I don't want a baby. In my I have only desire.
Hey
we
guys.
forgot Creepy Parlor. Creepy Parlor on Tuesdays, and then
Psychic
Cindy on
Tuesdays
on Psycho Bunny DC.
Psycho Bunny.
Creepy Parlor on Psycho Man Team 13. On Monday, Real Talk with Dom. All three of those guys from WLFE
and Doomsday.
And Doomsday.
History 101.
Sorry, we forgot.
Sorry, guys.
We're out.
Bye.